Welcome back into Sports Intel for another day of free NBA picks for Wednesday, February 26th. First on the docket today, the Boston Celtics and the Utah Jazz, tipping off 10:30 Eastern in Salt Lake City. Jazz opened as 4.5 favorites with a full game total of 218 tonight. Now, Utah has become one of the more difficult teams to get a read on this season. They go on winning streaks looking like a playoff contender and then losing streaks where they look downright terrible. Now, this inconsistent play makes them a very tough bet. Heck, look back on Monday when the Jazz defense collapsed and they lost by 20 points to the Suns. Now, this game was just another example of the Jazz's defensive downfall since the new year. So far in 24 games in 2020, the Jazz have allowed 112.3 points per 100 possessions, good for 20th in the league. They have remained in the win column thanks to an overperforming offense, but that is not a sustainable long-term plan. Month of February has proven that, with the Jazz going just 4-5, watching their defensive stat lines dwindle. Now, they rank 23rd in the NBA in defense during this month and will have a big issue when the Celtics offense is on a roll right now. Celtics bring a ton of flexibility, will cause the Jazz all sorts of issues with their fast-paced small ball game plan. Now, this leads me to feeling good about a play on the over and a lean on Boston at 4.5. Offense is the one thing these two teams do very well, and Utah's defensive issues combined with this, I think we see the game go well into the 220s tonight. Next up, heading to the Toyota Center in Houston where the Grizzlies are in town to take on the Rockets. Memphis is clinging onto a final playoff spot in the West, trying desperately to hold off the Pelicans and punch their playoff ticket this season. Problem is, they have lost 3 straight games coming out of the All-Star break, and things won't get any easier tonight with the Grizzlies' double-digit road dogs. Not only are the Grizzlies having issues in their hunt for the playoffs, but they will also be getting no aid from 2 of their young weapons. Both Jaren Jackson Jr. and Brandon Clark are out with leg injuries, leaving big holes in the stat sheet. Jackson helps them spread the court with his three-point shooting, while Clark is one of their best defensive players. And Memphis' defense is it's about 4 points worse without him in the lineup. Now, the issues continue to mount when you consider the Grizzlies are incapable of playing effective small ball against this Rockets team. This will give their depleted defense, even more of an issue tonight. Now, with that in mind, I really like the Rockets to cover this 10-point spread. I would also take a lean on the over, considering how vulnerable the Grizzlies are right now on defense. That's it for us today at Sports Intel, but be sure to check back with us tomorrow for more free NBA picks of the day.